I think we're ready. The Commissioners Court of Brazos County will meet in regular session on January the 10th, 2023 at 10 a.m. in the Commissioners Courtroom in the County Administration Building, 200 South Texas Avenue, Suite 106. First item on the agenda is the invocation pledge of allegiance of the U.S. and Texas flag. Commissioner Aldridge will lead those.
Eternal, Ancient of Days, we ask that you continue to bless Brazos County as you have. Ask that you give us the guidance and wisdom to seek your will and decisions on behalf of the citizens of Brazos County. Ask that you protect those who protect our liberties, both here and outside of our country. Ask all these things in your precious name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor
Honor
the
the flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Second item on the agenda is call for citizens' input and our concerns. And Mike Sutherland, there you go.
Thank you, sir. Happy New Year. Congratulations on the newly elected. Good luck to you in the future. I'm here to advocate again for the Veterans Court. I think you've heard as much detail as you need to make a decision on doing this. And so I'm not going to go back over all the details of what the benefits are, how wonderful it is for the veterans. But I do think that I thought I understood last year that 3 of you were advocating for a workshop in January, and I haven't seen it on the agenda yet, and I just hope that that's not forgotten, that we do that. And if you could, at the end of the meeting, when you have future agenda items, you could tell us what's the status of that is, if it's in next year or in the month ahead, you know, whatever the plan is to do that, because we really need to get it going. One thing that we haven't mentioned is that you know, we have our soldiers and sailors and all our service members that get in a problem because of their service, and it's odd why that happens to them, because the government takes us from our homes, from our mothers. We're peaceful, and they teach us how to kill in all kinds of ways, and that's one sad part. But it's got to be done because we have to defend the nation. But the other aspect is they also teach you to keep your mouth shut. Don't complain about anything. Don't say anything that you hurt or you got to have this, you got to have that. Just keep your mouth shut. And so that goes on into their life after they get out of the military. So they don't complain about their issues because that's what they were trained to do, and they know that that's a bad thing. That's you get on a bad list when you do that. And so that keeps them from getting the help that they could otherwise get if they were open to that. And they're not open to it. And so what happens to them is they try to self-medicate, and they self-medicate themselves right into jail. You know, and you've heard from Attorney Quinn that said he's dealt with a lot more than he's ever has to deal with before in his defense job. And he sees that if there was local help for him, it would be a lot better for them and a lot better for us, because it would be a lot of relief on the system. So please put that workshop on the agenda, and you know, you don't have to commit to anything. All you just need this committee to do is to figure out the details, so we can start asking for grants. And you don't have to. You can, when you form the committee, you can tell them you're not spending any money. You have no authority to spend any money. Just find out all the details of the thing and come back and report to us. And we appreciate it very much. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, Mike. Lonnie Masters.
Hello and Happy New Year. I'm here to advocate also for a workshop for Veterans Treatment Court. I would also ask that it be separate from the Mental Health Court, because while they intertwine in some aspects, they are drastically different. Being overseas, having done stuff, and then you have issues resulting from that and coming back is drastically different than having schizophrenia and whatnot, and the services are different too. So I would definitely like for that to be on the agenda, to have a workshop for Veterans Treatment Court separate from the mental health court. Also, the local VA is now on board. They're tracking with us, and they're working on getting stuff sorted out too. They're going to be at the table whenever that comes into fruition. Just please keep y'all's word that was given to us on the workshop, and we will be there. We'll get all the information, whatever you need. We're not going to need money. It is all covered from grants, all of it. It's going to free up space in the jail, save the county, the city's money, and once again, save our veterans' lives, rehabilitate, reinstate them into society, and they in turn can give back also. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you, Lonnie. Any other call for citizen input and or concerns? Hearing none at this time. Number 3 is presentation and or discussion. Presentation and discussion of cost increase associated with county contract various aggregates for road and bridge department by Charles Wynn, person agent. Charles.
Good morning. So, pursuant to the request for some information regarding the amount of increase or inflation that we've experienced, this is the first one that we've have the information available, and so I wanted to provide a basic overview of the materials that are on this bid that Road and Bridge uses. This is the bulk of the items that they use to work on the maintenance for our roads and bridge department. So as you can see, we've encountered a number of increases in the various materials. Some of it varies somewhat, but overall it's about a 23% increase in these items that we buy. I have it broken down for you by item. You can see the price that we had when we had the contract in 22 versus the contracts that the court just awarded last week. Are there any, do y'all have any questions or?
Well, thanks. I asked for y'all to provide this, and I appreciate it. Gives us a little bit of a perspective into where we are. And as I understand it from talking to some folks, there have been some programs I've been involved in, discussions that prices have actually were up higher and have actually started to come down a little bit. I don't know if you had any insights relative to that.
It kind of depends on the particular commodities that you're looking at. This one is a lot of it is fuel. Fuel is so dependent. The materials aren't that expensive, and I don't have a breakdown of the components or the items that we buy versus the fuel, the trucking, that kind of stuff. But fuel did go down and is on its way up again. And again, it's difficult for us if we were to try to go get the statutes state how we have to go. We do these contracts, and because of the manpower, we do not have time to bid this every month. I mean, it would be we would never get anything else done. And so we let this for a year-long contract, essentially. We have the option to renew that if the vendor agrees to it for longer periods of time. But we watch, in some of these, we've started rewriting our bids to allow for inflation for fuel service charges so that we can keep the same commodity price. We have the transportation cost involved in that. And so it floats a little bit, and it follows an index, the EIA, U.S. Department of Energy, so forth and so on. But it depends on per commodity. Lumber has been going down some. Steel has been going up. Fuel's going up. If you can watch the economics folks on any of the financial channels or on the websites, and it's a little bit of everywhere, depending on which ones in particular you're looking at.
Thank you for providing that information that I asked for.
Yeah, thanks, Charles. And I know y'all's boat is loaded. Y'all have plenty to do down there, so I appreciate you stopping what you're doing for a short period of time, trying to get this thing done, and continue to do a good job down
It's our
there.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Yep.
We'll consider and take action on agenda items 4 through 20. Number 4 is approval of the following reappointments to Brazos County Emergency Services District Number 3 with the time period of January 1, 2023 to December 31, 2024.
Move approval A through C.
Second that.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 5 is approval of the following job description.
Move approval A.
Second that.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 6 is approval requested from Constable Precinct 4 to accept a bullet-resistant shield in the amount of $18,778.80 from the governor's office.
Move approval, but that's precinct 3.
Did I say? Okay, Precinct 3.
Second that.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 7 is approval requested from the Sheriff's Office to accept the FY 2023 Bullet Resistant Shield Grant from the Office of Governor, Public Safety Office, Criminal Justice Division in the amount of $127,469.40.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Just wanted to let you know that our grant writer is planning on applying for shields for precinct 1, 2, and 4 to cover the ones that didn't. Okay.
Super.
Thank
Okay.
you.
There's also local entity Operation Safe Shield that's involved in this. Are
Which I
they
think is
still-
windshields.
Safe shield is for windshields.
This is it makes me think of the Vikings.
The
bulletproof-
vehicle versus
the
the body.
portable. So yes, they're two different, but
Well,
yes.
no, okay, so these are the ones that are actually carried.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha, thank you.
Did we take a vote on that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Number 8 is approval of the following amended travel policy effective January 1, 2023.
Move approval A.
Second?
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 9 is approval of the interlocal cooperative agreement between City of Bryan and Brazos County Sheriff's Office Detention Center to provide housing for inmates.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None motion carries. Number 10 is award of RFQ CIP 23558 Brazos County Administration Building Feasibility Study. Recommended award is Plan North Architectural Company.
I have a question. Where is the offices located of Plan North? Where are they located? Plan
I
North?
believe they're headquartered out of Brenham.
Out of Brenham?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Any further discussion?
Move
Did we-
approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 11, approval of amending plat of Garrison Creek subdivision Phase 3 to correct the table information. See attached sheet 2, sites located in precinct 2.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 12 is acceptance of special warranty deed from Rachel Raven Norris for a .44 acre of land to be used for improvements on Overlines Road sites located in precinct 2.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 12 is acceptance of special warranty.
We just did that one.
Number 12. 13 is approval of treasurer's report for November of 2022.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 14 is tax refund application for the following.
Move approval A through E.
Second.
Motion made, seconded to approve A through E. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 15 is Commissioners Court minutes for the following dates.
Move approval A through D.
Second.
Motion made, seconded to approve A through D. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 16 is budget amendments. Budget amendments FY 22/23. Budget amendments 14.01 through 14.04.
Move for approval. Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 17 is personnel change of status.
Move approval A and B.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 18 is payment of claims. Claim to be paid by Brazos County, claim number 8119756 through claim number 8119853 and claim number 9006569 through claim number 9006604.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. We will skip down to number 22, Juvenile Director's Report on Detention Population. Linda.
Mr. Judge, you missed the acknowledgements.
Did I
on
miss one?
21.
Okay. Number 21 is acknowledgement of the FY 2022-23 budget to actuals by fund as of January 4th, 2023, and an acknowledgement of the FY 22-23 contingency budget to actuals as of January 4th, 2023. Now, Juvenile Director's Report.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. We presently have 36 juveniles in detention, 27 males and 4 females. I'm sorry, 9 females. We have 31 on electronic monitor. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. 23 is Sheriff's Report on Inmate Population. Sheriff.
Good morning. 649 today, 559 men, 90 women. We have 63 on monitor.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sheriff. Number 24 is announcement of interest items and possible future agenda topics. Hearing none, number 25 is call for citizens' input and/or concerns. And Patrick Baca, you want to speak?
Ooh. We're not going away. We're just not. This is something we need. We have the VA that what I guess is what no one chooses to understand is it's not just a veterans court. It's a veterans treatment court. It's treating that veteran's specific needs so he can go live a healthy life. Why there's no workshop when we've been in everybody's chambers multiple times, I don't know. Looking forward to meeting you new commissioners and have some very exciting news of what will be coming to the Brazos Valley soon. It will help the Brazos Valley veterans. I don't know why it's this hard. I've talked to multiple lawyers, the big VAs on board, the actual lady that y'all met, Tiffany Love, helped start the one in Waco. It's on board and cleared. I don't understand. Hopefully, somebody will reach out, allow me to tell you the benefits. It's a 97.2 success rate. Once you go through the program, it drops down to 5% on a relapse. How powerful is just that? I'm just trying to save lives and help people. I talked to a dad again this week. His son's been locked up since July. You know why? Because of drug charge. A drug charge that he's masking whatever he's dealing with from the military with drugs. I don't understand, but I do know that I'm not going to stop, and because I believe in everybody that serves their country, and even if you didn't, I believe in you, and that's why I did what I did. Now, please make a choice, and make a good choice, and let's get this thing going. We have enough people on board where this can be so powerful. 97% success rate. Come on, let's do the right thing here, guys.
Thank you, Patrick. Any other citizen input?
Judge, if you wouldn't mind me skipping back one, I've neglected. I wanted to let everybody know that you may see some newly elected commissioners and other members of county courts and county elected officials here because this week VG Young Institute is having their newly elected seminar.
Yeah, it's
and
good
program, and it's a great program, and we're glad that they're having it here.
Yeah. Okay, we will go back up to number 19 and convene an executive session pursuant to the to 3 separate properties. It will be the same government code for each one. It's the Texas Government Code 551.072 to deliberate, purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property. And that's the same as B and C. And the time is 10:22. We need to court Cheryl, the attorneys, Kim. I think that was.
Katie.
Yeah, Katie in here too. Yeah. 10:22.
Is this VG Young or is VG Young in February?
Ready? All right, we're coming out of executive session. It's 10:58, and there's no action to be taken from the executive session. The next item is to adjourn. Thank y'all.